47. Green flag back in the air.
A lot of damage to the right front corner of that 47 car, Rick, from that contact before.
And sparks flying from behind the 47. Looks like he might have an issue. Doesn't have anything for Chase Elliott right now as they rocket down the backstretch.
Pastrana got sideways, able to save it. Look at Moffitt go to the inside of Pena.
Travis Pastrana just in front of Pena. The 47 of Cale Conley high on the racetrack. This time by. White flag in the air. One more time around for Chase Elliott.
Look at Ryan Blaney go to the inside of the 47. A lot of damage on that 47. Ryan Blaney is going for second.
Blaney to the inside. He takes second away from the 47 of Cale Conley. Running in the fourth spot, the 99 of Travis Pastrana. But coming through 3 and 4, Chase Elliott will see the checkered flag for the first time in his career. Elliott wins at Iowa.
And I don't think that.
This time by 0.6 of a second, made up by Eric Jones as he's closed the gap to 1 second between he and race leader Chase Elliott. 2 laps of racing to go. Now the slower lap traffic might hurt Eric Jones' progress.
Going wide. Fortunately, enough grip up there.
He had to go way up the racetrack. Eric Jones, less than 5 miles to go in this race. Trying to reel in that 9 of Chase Elliott.
That definitely cost him having to go so wide around the 13 of Cushman.
2 drivers, neither of them have won in the ARCA Racing Series. Putting on a show today in Pocono. This time by Eric Jones gets into the wall, brushes it as he comes to 3. White flag in the air one more time around.
You can't say he's not trying to chase down that 9 car.
Eric Jones giving it his all, trying to reel in the 9 of Chase Elliott. Elliott, all he needs to do is hit his marks.
Got by the lap car.
Successfully through turn number 1. Father Bill Elliott on the left side of your screen watching.
You think Bill turned around 80 times from that position?
He
watching
has
Chase.
Kept his eye on the 9 all the way around this racetrack. And now 1 turn to go for Chase Elliott.
There's Mom Cindy.
A smile on her face, bringing the camera up. How about the run by the 15 of Eric Jones?
He's not going to make it.
As they come in at turn number 3, a hard push by Eric Jones, the youngest winner in the ARCA Racing Series, the 9 of Chase Elliott here on the Super Speedway.
And another.
And now as they go into turn number 3, that right-hander, he still has the advantage over Chase Elliott. Wiggling that truck. Could be a little loose, could be looking for fuel. Continues to wiggle the truck as they go to turn 4.
Another left-hander right here, turn 4.
Ty Dillon is at the furthest point away from the start-finish line right now. Can he hang on and stay in front of Chase Elliott? Up the long Andretti straight away they go.
Chase has a run on him.
Here comes Elliott looking to the inside. Side by side for the lead. Elliott has the advantage, but they're door to door as they go up looking into turn number 8.
Elliott can slide up. Or excuse me,
Dillon still has the inside line. He stays in front of the 94. Chase Elliott right on his back bumper. Through turn number 9 they go. Ty Dillon with the advantage. Elliott right on his back bumper, looking to the inside at 10. They make contact. Elliott spins the 3 into the tires, and Chase Elliott trying to hang on. Across the stripe he'll go. Elliott wins in Canada.
And for this young man's life. And what about Rick Hendrick? Rick Hendrick has really believed in Chase Elliott, put a lot of effort into him. Got him over there with Junior, got him in a good car because he believes in what he can do on the racetrack. And he's showing Mr. Hendrick right now he's got what it takes.
Dealing with the lap traffic, got some clear racetrack ahead, and he'll see the white flag when he comes off turn 4 this next time. 1 more lap and 1.5 miles left to go for Chase Elliott to get his first win.
One more good lap. Leader is 2+ seconds out back.
Won a NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race last summer. Somewhat controversial circumstances surrounding the finish of that one, but what a bold outside pass on Kevin Harvick to take the lead in this one, and he's driven away with now 1/2 lap to go.
Elliott, there's your first nationwide win. I want to see the best burnout you ever did.
Chase Elliott wins at Texas. wanted to.
That was a big move for Elliott Sadler right there. Great job.
Kyle Busch shuffled. Matt Kenseth through to second. And looking for the lead on Elliott Sadler. Coming to the white flag.
Look at Chase Elliott on those new tires.
Final lap at Darlington. Elliott to second. And Elliott Sadler, the race leader. Here comes Chase Elliott with a big run off two. He's going to do it again. Back-to-back wins. Chase Elliott wins at his first try at Darlington.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, this young man, Chase Elliott, Andy brought it up earlier, he drives and acts like a seasoned veteran. And he's had great leadership from his dad, a Hall of Famer in Bill Elliott, but he just has so much poise and ability about him, and certainly the story of the year in this nationwide.
23 seconds. Nice smooth. Coming to the light.
2 wins already this year for this young driver. The somewhat similar in length Texas Motor Speedway for his breakthrough win. The tricky Darlington Raceway a week later. They've had adversity lately, but they have bounced back today.
All he has to do is bring it back to the checkered flag.
You talk like that's an easy thing to do. As a driver, that can be difficult at times.
Yeah, and I got to give the crew a lot of credit here. You know, they pitted him early. They've had these fuel problems, but they've kind of fixed that and made an adjustment on their strategy. It's going to pay off.
Coming back from what could put a normal team or a normal guy down, Chase Elliott turns it around. He's going to win in Chicagoland.
Josh Berry, fantastic racing, but up front with 2 to go, Chase Elliott has 1 second over Kyle Busch.
And he's got a beautiful sight in front of him, which is a clean racetrack. If he can come here and get the white flag, put together another lap, he's going to be the winner of this race.
There it is, 1 to go. 3/4 of a mile for the 19-year-old reigning series champion to break his winless streak. 39 races. It's going to come to an end here under the lights in Richmond. Fantastic performance, didn't have it all his own way, but the reigning series champion keeps himself in contention. Chase Elliott wins in Richmond.
Well, that's 2 Chevys, and they got a Ford and a Toyota right behind them. So if he does try to pass, which I kind of disagree. This is Daytona. I want to win. You've got to make that move. But if he does try to pass, there's a Ford and a couple of Toyotas right there.
Less than 2 laps to go. And just when it looks like Logano is making progress in that outside lane, Chase Elliott starts to pull away again.
It's all about the push, Adam, what Elliott Sadler's able to do with Chase Elliott.
His teammates working well together right now.
Are you comfortable to say an Elliott of some form will win this race, or do you think somebody from 3rd or 4th can pull up there and upset that show?
White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. And the next flag going to end this one. The caution or the checkers. Can Chase Elliott hang on? 11 races at Daytona. Had a last lap pass for the win.
It looks like more aggressive on the outside. Look, here comes Logano. He's 2 Elliott.
Elliott goes up for the block. Opens the door for Sadler down low. He's working the double yellow line as they head to turn 3.
Logano's not clear.
Logano pushing him forward. When do you make the move if you're Joey Logano?
You hop to the outside as soon as you can now.
Last year's Daytona 500 winner. The man that will start on the pole tomorrow. Could there be contact? Chase Elliott. Wow. Dramatic finish at Daytona. Gets the checkered flag.
Chase Elliott in the 23 takes the white flag. 1 lap to go at Martinsville. Look at this battle. I talked about confidence. He's got his hands full with Briscoe. That's 11th position they're racing for. Meanwhile, Elliott through 3 and coming off turn 4. Chase Elliott is going to take home a grandfather clock with a win at Martinsville. Oh, and Briscoe gets into the 13.
2 laps to go, and Chase Elliott trying to
Join 4 others, or be a part of 4 that have got their first win at Watkins Glen. Steve Park, Marcus Ambrose, A.J. Allmendinger. They've done it. Can Chase Elliott finish it? 250 career wins for Hendrick Motorsport if he's able to win.
Hold your breath time at Watkins Glen. Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr. Now they are closer together. Put the separation at 2 car lengths. Elliott, Truex, they've left the field. This race comes down to these 2 drivers right now headed up the back straightaway.
Truex is definitely putting the pressure on in turns 1 and up through the S's, but this is Chase Elliott's into the racetrack. Look at Truex makes a mistake right there and misses the exit of the inner loop. That is it. Right there, if Chase Elliott could just put together a lap and a half, he is going to win this race. Coming through the carousel to the corner exit. Chase is going to look in the mirror and see the distance to the 78. What a great feeling.
That's why we love racing, Junior. 2 guys going at it, forcing Truex Jr. into a mistake. You're right. Now the spotter's got to be telling him, hey, you got 5 car lengths, but he cannot take it too easy. You cannot relax. You still have to attack, but you have some room to back down just a little bit so you don't make a mistake.
And coming out onto the front stretch. The white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. 7 turns. He just needs to do 7 turns perfectly at Watkins Glen to grab his first career win. He goes wide through turn 1. The 78 coming up, closing the gap.
All clear, all clear.
Fans jumping up and down, yelling, screaming, losing their minds here at Watkins Glen. Can Elliott hang on? He's back to 2 car lengths in front of Truex as they leave the S's for the final time.
Almost giving up the lead in turn 1, but he's now got another comfortable lead as he breaks into the inner loop. Martin Truex charges hard, trying to gain that ground back. No mistakes by either driver here, but Chase Elliott a cleaner corner. Now it's about 4 car lengths there through the carousel. Chase Elliott almost home free. Truex wide in the corner.
He looks to be in great shape, but the mistake that he made in 1 again cannot be replicated here in turn 6.
Truex is out of fuel.
Truex is out. Now Chase can just cruise to victory lane.
His spotter lets him know
15 out the back already.
he's out of fuel. Chase Elliott comes out of turn number 7. The crowd roars. They're going to see for the first time Chase Elliott win in the Monster Energy Cup Series.
Excellent. Yeah, baby, yeah!
Overtime presented by Credit One Bank underway.
Aaron Jones pushing. Yeah. The 11's getting pushed too by the 22.
The 9 trying to forge ahead. The 11 staying tough.
Chase is clear.
Elliott has the lead.
Great
coming
job
out
by
of
Chase
2.
Elliott. Great job.
Make him drive around you.
Side by side for 3rd. Logano and Eric Jones continue to fight for that spot. Chase Elliott looking for the white flag. 1 more time around at Dover.
Lock that thing on the bottom.
A hungry Denny Hamlin in the 11. He'll have 1 more shot. Down the backstretch. Can he close the gap enough? Chase Elliott looking for his 2nd career win.
3.5.
Out of turn 4. Chase Elliott's going to win at the Monster Mile.
Hell yeah, baby. Left around the car.
All day long, will Kevin Harvick hold him up? Now, under 2 laps to go.
Chase Elliott's done a great job of finding some extra speed in his car. When Kyle Busch brought the pressure to him, Chase Elliott responded with about a 1/10 of a second. Chase maybe saving just a little bit, waiting for that to come, and then once it happened, he went off and is driven away from Kyle Busch.
He's picked the pace up. Now, as he works his way in front of the grandstand, 1 lap to go. Chase Elliott, the 22-year-old out of Dawsonville, Georgia, son of Hall of Famer Bill Elliott, down the backstretch for the final time. 2 wins already in 2018. The slide job by Kyle Larson behind him for 2nd. Chase Elliott coming out of turn 4. He's going to win again, this time in Kansas.
Yeah, boys, let's go.
Well, you got the 9 lead, and you got his teammate running 2nd, and look who's running 3rd. Priest in that 47 car.
How
That's
about
pretty
that?
Impressive.
2 rookies, really.
And
Nose to
Hendrick,
tail, yeah, with Hendrick.
right there.
4 Chevys in front. Logano trying to make something happen on the outside in that green car.
Got to get down there and do a little side drafting. I don't think he's got enough to get up there.
Oh, now see Stenhouse jumping out there. That's going to slow the momentum of that lane that Logano's leading.
But can Stenhouse come up and Logano move up with him and put 2 Fords try to get to the front?
That's absolutely the best thing that Chase Elliott could have asked for right there. I think it's going to take a whole nother lap to get that outside lane organized.
He can't do it. I just don't see it happening. That 9 car is in the driver's seat.
Oh, Stenhouse.
No. Stenhouse pounds the wall, but they took the white flag under green. Stenhouse.
No caution, is it?
Trying to get away. Yet. Here they come. Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece. Logano on the outside.
Oh,
and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy impact to the inside wall by the 42 of Larson.
Man. Kyle Larson, Jeffrey Earnhardt with heavy damage, and William Byron. Man. On the last lap.
Well, that was really scary looking. That 42's floating through the air as he made it impacted that inside wall.
Well, these 3 Chevy drivers did as ordered, worked together, and with the checkered flag, Chase Elliott has brought the Elliott name back to victory lane at Talladega.
Great job.
Chevy, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Great effort, guys. Thank you so much. Great execution. That's what we needed. Needed this one bad.
Making your heart's beating at 170, 200 beats per minute. There you see the 19 gaining a little bit through the inner loop. Chase trying to be mistake-free there. Little lap traffic, wide center here. Will that make any gain at all? And down this long straightaway, doesn't look like it's going to be a profit there.
Yeah, but Truex made a ton of ground up through that inner loop. Chase Elliott's going to have to stay aggressive. I know you don't want to make a mistake, but if you're not aggressive, that will force you into making a mistake, and Truex will be there. Truex is fast enough where to win this race, Chase Elliott's got to tackle this last lap, not protect.
Coming up on 1 lap to go.
7 corners, 2.5 miles. Chase Elliott must remain perfect. A smooth turn 1, and then the most important climb, 54 feet up the S's. He must be perfect.
This is for all the marbles here at Watkins Glen. The crowd and the S's have come to their feet. Chase Elliott up the hill for the final time this afternoon. Looks in the rearview mirror. 4 car lengths of separation. Chase Elliott leads the way up the back straightaway for the final time.
Like he has time and time again, he has a decent lead on Truex coming into the braking zone here. What, if anything, can Truex do differently? He charges into this inner loop within a car length and a half. Can he maintain that on exit? Not so much. Back to 3 car lengths. He charges again into the carousel. There's just nothing he can do about how good this 9 car is getting out of the corner.
Chase Elliott has been perfect on these last 20-some laps. Just done a great job. 2 more corners left. Don't overdrive. 6. Hit your marks. Truex trying to make ground on him. Chase Elliott driving away.
Coming into turn 7, the final turn. The 23-year-old from Dawsonville got his first win at this racetrack and has been dominant today. He's going to win again at the Glen.
Go, boys, let's go!
They keep rolling. Now Chase Elliott back up onto the 1.5 miles. Goes into turn 1 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
What a recovery, Rick. Lap 65 to 9 goes straight into the barriers. The team tapes up the hood. No gimmicks, no strategy. He drives all the way through the field, passing every car on the racetrack to take the lead in the closing laps.
And Steve, I'm going to tell everybody listening, during the commercial break, you looked over here and said, Chase Elliott still wins this race. We all said you were crazy.
You were right. That car looked so good through traffic, Rick.
Chase Elliott. Now turn 4, he'll make the last chicane. And Chase Elliott put on a dominating performance today. He'll win at the Charlotte Roval.
Car up the racetrack trying to find some grip, and he's losing ground, guys.
Yeah, that advantage for Elliott now over a second. It just seems like Kyle keeps catching lap trucks in the wrong place. He gets to the corner, and they're where he would like to be, and you can see the truck there off turn 4 gets all sideways with them, and that just means losing ground down the straightaway.
You know Chase Elliott's going to hold his breath till he sees that caution flag. If the yellow flag were to come out, I mean the white flag, excuse me, if the yellow flag were to come out now, then they would have another restart. But if they can get to that white flag, he knows the next flag will end it.
Well, he thought he had the win just a couple of nights ago in the Coke 600. 2 laps away from victory, and his own teammate ended up having a problem to bring out the yellow, and ultimately Elliott did not win. This is the final lap for Chase Elliott as he leads Kyle Busch. Elliott, a 2-time winner in the Truck Series, his most recent victory, his most recent start back in Martinsville of 2017. Chase Elliott to finish the job. He has captured the bounty. Chase Elliott wins at Charlotte.
Hell yeah. Good job, Nice.
These 15 laps go by fast. I'm sure it seems like forever for our leader, Chase Elliott.
I'm sure what seems like forever is that half a second for Kyle Busch that he trails Chase Elliott.
Seems like a mile, doesn't it? Oh, there goes Kevin Harvick by Denny Hamlin. Man, Harvick needs a caution.
The 2 winningest drivers of the season here at the All-Star break.
Kyle Busch made some gains right there, about a 10th faster than our leader Chase Elliott that lap.
White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
You know Kyle Busch is going to pull everything out of it he possibly can. Maybe bobbled a little bit there off of 2.
He cut it down by a 10th, but not enough.
$1,000,000, boys. Baby.
Chase Elliott gets his first.
Yes, sir. Super proud of you guys.
First All-Star win in his 5th start, and becomes the 25th different driver to win NASCAR's All-Star race. Jeff, you were right. The only times the All-Star race has not been at Charlotte Motor Speedway, an Elliott has won it. Chase's dad, Bill, in Atlanta, and now Chase at Bristol.
What's going to go wrong next? No. But, you know, these guys have just had so many bad breaks. So with 2 laps to go.
But I like his attitude, and I liked his interview in pre-race. We're just going to race as hard as we can.
That's all you can do.
The wins will come.
And when you have a fast race car, that's what you fall back on.
You know what, guys? I'm happy for that guy right there on the right. I know we've come to the white flag, and it's not over till it's over, but I think seal this deal. I'm going to be happy for Alan Gustafson.
White flag waves. Can you hold your breath for 30 seconds? You might have to. Second place, Denny Hamlin. Takes it to Ryan Blaney. Hamlin now 2.4 seconds back. Couple more corners and Timmy Hill ahead for Chase Elliott.
Yeah, buddy. We did it, boys.
Checkered flag as a car spins through the quad oval.
We saw Watkins Glen, it wasn't that long ago, where we said all Chase Elliott has to do is not make a mistake. Well, he wheel hopped going into turn 1 at Watkins Glen, but he was still able to fight off the challenge that the drivers were still giving him. Can he do it again? Can he make another perfect lap? He's got 1 more lap to go at Daytona. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank.
Drive off. He's burying it in all the braking zones.
And Denny Hamlin is close enough. If the 9 makes a mistake, he will be there. Big arc by the 11, trying to get to the bottom of this corner, have a straight drive off. And he's really wide right there. Doesn't really lose a lot, but he's pushing as hard as he can.
Yeah, he's just searching, trying to find something different, trying to find some speed somewhere. You see Truex underneath Johnson behind him.
There's a car in front of these two. Will that affect Chase Elliott and the line that he chooses?
It's all going to be where they catch that car. Is it in a bad spot, or does he find a way by without an issue? Oh, that is a bad spot to get by him.
You hope he just pulls over.
Yeah, he pulls over. Quinhoff's going to pull over, get out of the way of this battle for the lead.
We've seen a lot of issues in turn 6 today. Very tough braking. The 9 does a nice job. Will he get a good acceleration off? There you go, Rick. 2 more chicanes to the start-finish line.
Indy with a much lower exit, but that 9 car just really got out of turn 6 so much better. Able to put a good distance there. Chase is going to look in the mirror and feel like, man, all right. Got a little more comfort there between me and the 11.
Clearly, Chase Elliott's a little bit quicker, but how about Denny Hamlin? Every week, it seems, we see him battling for the win.
Man, Denny drove it in there.
He did.
Way
it work. Going to get beat on this exit, but Denny Hamlin with a big surge there into the rear chicane.
Earlier, we heard Mario Andretti talk about history and making history. It was a historic event today. The Cup Series running on the road course at Daytona for the first time ever. A big challenge out of Denny Hamlin here one last time. But trying to make history, the 9 of Chase Elliott, 3 road course wins in a row. He's going to win at Daytona.
For momentum, one thing we haven't talked about is the 5 playoff points. That's going to fill his bucket.
Oh, we got a back straightaway. Back straightaway chicane, the 19 and the 1 car.
One of Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr.
They're running 3rd and 4th. He has the best average running position of everybody in the playoffs, Rick, so he is the hottest driver in the playoffs right now.
One of the youngest. 4 road course wins in a row. Chase Elliott's going to do it again at the Roval. Less than 4 laps to go to determine who will be in the championship 4. Chase Elliott took matters into his own hands. He is out front. He's going to try to win his way into the championship 4.
What a great drive by Chase Elliott. In a pressure-filled situation, Chase Elliott with an opportunity to step up, a career-defining moment possibly.
Trying to make it into the championship 4 for the very first time. Under 2 laps to go.
I think Denny's in pretty good shape right here. Harvick working really hard to close the gap on the 18. He's down to 2 car lengths to Kyle Busch.
He's got to make the pass or someone has to go around the 11. The final lap for Chase Elliott. Down the backstretch for the final time. Chase Elliott through 3 and 4. He is going to win his way into the championship 4. Elliott wins at Martinsville. You look at first-time Cup champions.
3-second lead.
Bill Rexford at 23 years old was the youngest. Coming up on 2 to go.
Remember, Rick, it took a win a week ago to even be here. Had to win Martinsville to make the championship 4. Did he go back-to-back wins to be a champion?
NASCAR's most popular driver. He can make this last lap and a half. It will only become more popular.
This is important. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around. 1 mile away from a championship for Chase Elliott. He goes down the backstretch for the final time. The 24-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Awesome Bill, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Ah! Ring that sign, boys! Yes! Awesome! Love you, boys! Love you! We are the champions! Yes! Way to go, champ! Ah! Yes!
The streak is still alive. You had to win the race to win the championship, and Chase Elliott at just 24 years old shows that he was the best. He was the champion in 2020. You see Mr. H, Rick Hendrick there, team owner, congratulating the team. How about this? There's Jimmy Johnson. You remember when he won at Watkins Glen? The win at Watkins Glen where he ran out of gas
and Jimmy Johnson pulled up behind him and pushed him back to victory lane so he could celebrate.
All these drivers bumping in that 9 car. That's like giving your buddy a high five out on the racetrack. He can't even believe it.
You want to be the guy that's in that car winning the championship, but you have so much respect for what Chase Elliott just pulled off. What an awesome moment to have a 7-time champion roll up there next to you, tell you congratulations.
All these drivers coming up to Chase Elliott. Tells you how well liked he is amongst his peers, how respected he is amongst his peers for the way he drives on the racetrack, the way he treats them off the racetrack. He's going to be a popular champion.
The third family to do it. Father-son combo, as you see the emotion reaching Chase now.
Teared up a little bit there. Just thinking about all the hard work, all the years. Racing them short tracks, the trucks and Xfinity Series, all those laps. Hot, miserable days, disappointments, successes.
Jimmy Johnson, they call it the Polish victory lap. Alan Kulwicki did this, where he's driver's side to the fans, waving, and now he comes up to the young driver that just won his first championship.
This could be a handoff right there.
Is that the passing of the torch right there?
Yeah, that could be. Handoff. Chase may run here and go make his run at that 7 titles.
Crew member ready to hand him the championship flag.
Tells me we're going to see a spectacular burnout.
Down here to celebrate with his team. All his guys standing on pit wall.
Pit crew flawless today. It's a team sport. Chase Elliott. Congratulations from his crew chief, Alan Gustafson. And now he's gone out and won a championship. There's Dad. Mom City. pretty big moment right there. When you have Rick Hendrick and his 7-time champion who's just ended up his career, and now his 24-year-old champion who's really just starting out his career. All together in one spot right there. Big hug. Jimmy's family congratulating Chase. Such an incredible family. The Elliott family, all smiles. He's done it. Chase Elliott knew what was in front of him when he came here to Phoenix after racing his way into the championship 4. He said that changed him. What he had to do there showed him what it takes to go out and win a championship. He passed Joey Logano for the lead and the eventual win. And after he took the checkered flag, almost every competitor that he raced against on the racetrack was congratulating him. Chase Elliott has won the 2020. With 14 laps to go, NASCAR has brought out the caution flag for an abundance of standing water on the course. You saw Kurt Busch hydroplane off the track, locking him up there, going into the corner. And after NASCAR reviewing conditions all the way around the racetrack, they have brought out the caution. There is Chase Elliott, and he is the winner of the Echo Park, Texas Grand Prix. Due to inclement weather, the race has been called with 14 to go. Bill Elliott was right.
Yeah, he was.
And Chase Elliott wins.
Put your hand out the window, how much air just comes dumping into the cockpit.
And with that, the leader of the 9 of Chase Elliott, Rick, turns through turn 14 and climbs the hill back here to the start-finish line in front of us.
Up the hill he goes, and now 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Chase Elliott has almost a 6-second lead over Christopher Bell, running second. A fan favorite for quite a few years now. Chase Elliott has become, won a championship a year ago, trying to defend that title. Look at the numbers that he has put up, especially on road courses. Jeff Gordon 9, the most of all time. Tony Stewart 8, and Chase Elliott right now at 6, tied with Bobby Allison, Richard Petty, Ricky Rudd, and Rusty Wallace.
And shame on me, Rick, when I saw the odds come out at the beginning of the week and all the talk, everybody had Chase Elliott the favorite. And I don't know, he hadn't been here in a while, doesn't have the experience of other drivers, didn't show up great in the practice lap times, but Dale Jr. called it. He said, give these Cup veterans time out during this race and they will figure a way. Chase started way in the back and he's worked his way all the way to the front.
Dave Byrne mentioned, as we're listening to Chase Elliott, the way he works his way around this racetrack, Dave mentioned rhythm. That's what Chase was talking about. He wanted to find that rhythm as he works his way through the carousel for the final time.
Going to his home track next weekend, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
How careful he's taking it, not touching the curbs, not even really using the maximum amount on corner exit.
6.5 second lead. Now it's do not make a mistake.
That's right.
And we said that before his very first win. Remember when he went into turn 1 at Watkins Glen, he made a mistake and let the car behind him catch up to him, but I think he's learned his lesson as well as figured out his rhythm here at this racetrack. Coming up to turn 14 for the final time, and the crowd here at Road America appreciative of what they have been able to see out of the reigning champion of the Cup Series. It's the 7th road course win. Chase Elliott wins at Road America.
Great pit stop. White flag at the line, white flag at the line.
Just get this thing back to the line as fast as possible.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. For Chase Elliott, to become the 4th and final Hendrick driver to visit victory lane this season.
Was fastest in practice. Once that 9 car got in the lead, proved to be the fastest in the race as well.
Kyle Busch led the most laps today, 103. But Chase Elliott and his Hendrick Motorsports Camaro going to lead the last one.
Yeah, boys. Caution's out. Checker flag.
Caution, checker, Martin Truex.
So
Comes to grief on the last lap.
Him and Chastain. I want to see a replay on this, but I'm telling you, went for it.
Digging it today.
They stay green.
Stay up. Stay up. Stay up.
The 6 is slow on the track. Can he get it going? 3 car lengths separating the top 2. Brad Keselowski, a tire rub, an issue on the right side. You see the black marks behind him. Slow on the racetrack as the field comes up behind him. 2 to go. Keselowski down to the access road. It's 4 car lengths. Kurt Busch up the racetrack. Chase Elliott coming back to the white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Chase Elliott down the backstretch for the final time. A huge lead over Kurt Busch, running in 2nd. Looking for his 2nd win of the 2022 season. He'll get it at Nashville Superspeedway. Chase Elliott wins.
Yo, baby. Good stuff, boys. Thank you, guys.
Green flag back in the air.
No push from that 1 car right now. Yeah, I'd like to see them be a little bit closer together than they were. Good organization on the outside line. Oh, contact. The 7 and the 19. Truex in the middle.
3 wide. Here comes Chase Elliott.
Chase through the middle. Truex now to the outside, going backwards.
Now, Corey LaJoie trying to block both lines. To the high side. Here comes Chase Elliott. LaJoie up to block him.
Coming to 2 to go here. Chase is going to get a run on this 7 car at the end of the front straightaway. We know he's went to the inside, this side to the outside.
Outside.
5 car to the lead. Now he's got to decide what lane he's going to go. Is it the bottom or the top? Big push from the 1 car on the 7 here. Push is coming from both sides.
Elliott goes down to block.
Corey's clear. He's clear of the 43.
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. LaJoie loose behind the 9. Now he goes to the high side. All the way up into the wall goes LaJoie. He's going to spin around. He'll collect the field. Caution will come out. And it looks as though the 9 of Chase Elliott is going to be scored the winner. Chase Elliott will join his father as the only Georgia-born driver now. 2 of them to win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Just the 2nd father-son pair to win in Atlanta. 1 lap to go.
White flag, 1 more.
Presented by Credit One Bank. 2.5 miles in front of Denny Hamlin. Does he have enough gas? They think he does.
.3,000-foot long back straightaway headed toward the tunnel turn. Comfortable lead.
He's through the tunnel turn. Now 1 more turn.
No gain.
And half of that long straightaway until he sees the checkered flag. It would be his 3rd win of the 2022 season, but more importantly, It would be career win number 49, tying him with Tony Stewart. He's going to win at Pocono again. A shot to advance in the playoffs for Ryan Blaney, right in front of him. Green flag back in the air.
Outside line's got a good launch here. Are they together? Here comes the inside line back.
They had the better launch on the outside, but the inside had better commitment as far as being hooked together, and look at the advantage.
How far out is too far out? As we see the 9 of Chase Elliott slide to that outside line. He's going to try to take the lead with a little help from the 43.
They're going to have a good run here to the outside, but there's 3 cars lined up. Then he falls back just a little bit. Big run from Chastain coming to the back bumper of the 43. Now they're disconnected on the outside line. Chase is trying to slow them down. McDowell into the back of the 12 here, but here comes the 9.
Big run. Push. Yeah, big push from Eric Jones. Got to him and actually hit him hard.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Side by side for the lead. Where will the momentum come? They're door to door as they go through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time. Chase Elliott now nosing ahead. Here comes Blaney fighting back on the inside, the shorter distance around the track. A big push from Michael McDowell in the 34. Elliott with the help of Jones. He surges ahead. Jones moves to the inside. Elliott has the lead. Chase Elliott through the dog leg. Blaney with momentum. He's not going to get there. Elliott's going to win at Talladega.
What a move by Chase Elliott.
Let's go, man.
He won that race with 2 laps to go.
That's 2 guys going for it.
Yeah.
Neither one of them lifted.
And that's what you would expect. I would expect Denny Hamlin to keep the gas pedal down.
And now they come off right even again.
You see him wait for Keselowski that was rolling to him. As soon as that stopped, that momentum, he took off.
Ross Chastain's still going to be on the outside when they get to the exit of turn 2. So it's going to come down to turn 3. You see a great run by Ross Chastain down the back straightaway. Chase Elliott side draft to try to slow that down.
3 wide mid-pack, but everybody clean as we watch the leaders. Chase Elliott.
He's clear.
Clears Chastain for the lead.
He's going to make it to the white flag, too. The race is going to be official.
Byron takes 3rd from Keselowski. Final lap. Keselowski turns the 1.
Byron
into the wall. Yellow. It's over.
Chase Elliott is your winner, folks. He is back. Oh, big win for them guys.
The leader did receive a white.
Boys, you're going to Dawsonville. Chase Elliott wins the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400.
Yeah, as we come off of turn 4, the 9's still almost in the wall. He's still giving it a shot. We're going to take the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank. This one's not over yet, boys and girls. It's going to be close. It's all going to be about turns 1 and 2. If the 9's able to get a good run here, it might be something. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. What a good battle all the way through. The 17, Chase Elliott, proving why he's a NASCAR champion in the Cup Series. Comes back after quite some time not being in an Xfinity car. Comes off turn 4. Great strategy, great teamwork. He takes the checkered flag at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, what a day. Great job by Chase. Great strategy. Get those guys in the race, contention, and to win the race. But also what a job of Brandon Jones. Up and down day for them. A lot of time on pit road and a great charge at the end for him.
Just a great guy. Crew chief's on that thing. Props to Chase, for sticking with it all day, and it wound up paying out, perfectly for those guys to end up at victory lane.